Assalamualaikum and a very good day. My name is SITI BINTI HIDZAM SHAH, the representative of Group 2 from class LG2405Ei. My group members are NAJMINA NAZRI, NURUL ADIBAH RAZALI, and ANISAH HALIM. Together, we are guided by Dr. Zamnah Husin in creating our posters, The Importance of Speaking Skills for ESL Speakers at the Workplace. And this is the poster that we have come up with. Moving on to the introduction and problem statement. As we know, the globalization of English has intensified the growing demand to speak the language fluently and proficiently in professional settings. I will now show you the research objectives and research questions. These are the research objectives and research questions that we have came up with. I will only flash them briefly. Feel free to pause if you would like to read them further. Moving on, researchers have all verified that speaking skills are beneficial for employees. However, very few research highlights the relevance of speaking skills for ESL speakers, who have the option of speaking their mother tongue. So, what's in it for them? Moving on to the methodology. To answer this, we have conducted a mixed method research using interviews and questionnaires in order to identify the importance of speaking skills from the perspective of both employers and employees. Aside from that, I will also be highlighting the verbal communication problems that ESL speakers face and how they could improve their speaking skills. Moving on to the literature review, I will also flash the literature review briefly. Please do pause them to read further. Now that we are done with the introduction, let's move on to the most crucial part of all of this, the findings. For the findings, from the research, we have found that speaking skills for ESL speakers at the workplace is important to both employees and employers. And why is that? Because from a study by a group of researchers in 2013 highlights that English communication skills are an essential workplace catalyst for success in business, and it relates closely to a successful career as it widens the opportunity of an organization if it is done proficiently. However, in workplaces that extensively use English, oftentimes there are ESL employees and employers who face problems in verbal communication. As proven in a recent study, these problems are mostly caused by psychological, social, and also linguistic issues. It is reported that ESL speakers unknowingly hinder their verbal competency skill when they resort to their mother tongue for informal tasks and only start using English for formal tasks, thus limiting their exposure to the language. Other than that, ESL speakers may become timid to speak English due to anxiety, peer pressure, and also lack of confidence. Another challenge faced by ESL speakers is the difference between language structural pronunciation and the syntax element in it, compared with their native language. Based on the findings, I will then now suggest a few strategies that could be taken by employees and employers in order to improve their speaking skills. Firstly, companies could enroll employees into English training programs that could surely step up their speaking skills. Secondly, a safe working environment should be created so that employees can be free to practice English without the feeling of insecurity or the feeling of them getting mocked or being mocked. Thirdly, ESL speakers should learn to become better listeners, because listening also encourages the improvement of speaking skills, as it helps to decipher the context of the conversation on what to reply next. As a conclusion, our research has found that ability to speak English well brings positive impact for both employees' professional and personal growth. With that in mind, it is important for employers to create a conducive environment for speaking English, or even better, invest in English training programs to help brush up their speaking skills. And with that, thank you for spending your time listening to our presentation, and have a very good day.